My group. What you got there? Me, the DM, with a new gargantuan dragon miniature that I finished painting. A smoothie. Hey, alrighty, SkyDieRay here, and I will finally be destroying the sky. I'm so glad to say that. It's been a long time coming, we've been all waiting for that, and it's gonna happen. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Before jumping into the video, I wanna quickly kindly ask you if you're not yet subscribed to the channel to consider doing so now. It only takes a moment, you can undo it later if you want. And yeah, thank you so much, and with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Not all necromancers are evil. When you're a necromancer, but you have a regular 9 to 5 job instead of doing quote-unquote evil. Yeah, you have the aesthetic of a necromancer, but you know, besides that. Search and the Suturoi. Dear DMs struggling with murder hobo PCs. This is a friendly reminder that nothing stops you from giving your important NPCs a loyal, overpowered gunslinger vampire bodyguard that pops out when something threatens their boss. You can always out-murder hobo your players. Knowing what you want helps. DM. So, do you have a rough idea of what you want to play? New player. I want to play something that can use both weapons and spells. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? Do you think they do Naruto run? This woman on TikTok asked what centaurs do with their arms when they are galloping, and I can't stop thinking about it. Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, asking the real questions, I guess. I feel like someone should have already decided on this. Like, I'm sure there's got to be at least a game or movie or something with centaurs that are galloping, and you can see what they do with their arms there. Too relatable. I get more long rests in D&D than in real life. Oh god, yeah, how long is a long rest? Is it 8 hours? Yeah, okay then. I mean, who knows, maybe we're built closer to elves actually, and we just get a long rest pretty much every night. A 10% chance for God to cast a spell just for me? Wizards of the Coast, you shouldn't have. What do the classes get at level 10? I'm not sure what class this is, but it gets to look scary as an action or cast a ritual spell. Yeah, and then you have the cleric and personally ask God themselves if they can help you, and also a 5th level spell slot and a cantrip in case that wasn't enough. Your living rights are revoked. Clerics calling up God to smite the group of 3 kobold bandits after failing their spell attack roll. PSA. Spirit Guardians affects all creatures not specified by the caster, and there's no minimum size. Cleric. I cast Spirit Guardians. Insects within 15 feet. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, that's a bit disturbing to think about. Yeah, okay. Let's play some And. First session with the group, and we're discussing how the game will go. DM. I don't really focus on the whole dungeon aspect of the game. Player 1. So we'll be playing End Dragons? You'll probably die before you come across a dragon, to be honest. Player 2. Welcome, everyone, to the first session of And. No dungeons, no dragons. I mean, there's still a lot in D&D and a lot you can do even without dungeons or dragons. Metagaming. When you roll a natural 1 while searching for traps and the DM says that you don't find any. Yeah, that's you cannot trust that one, okay? Neither the DM nor there not being any traps. I mean, your character should be confident about it, I guess, or relatively confident, I don't know. But you'll know out of character. Which rules do you choose not to strictly follow? Me to D&D. Thank you for always being here for me. So you will follow the rules in the player's handbook? As I said, thank you. I'm imagining that that last panel being really passive-aggressive. Rage! How Stranger Things helps Dungeons and Dragons become cool. Matt Mercer had never seen such... I mean, I don't know, maybe for the average internet person it makes sense for Matt Mercer to be the bigger influence, but I think for the average person, probably Stranger Things has been a lot bigger. Magic rating. I decided to judge magic systems on whether or not it's possible for normal non-magic humans to obtain magic. So, for example, Harry Potter? Bad. Terrible. 0 out of 10. Stupid. Dungeons and Dragons? Best. 10 out of 10. You also get points if the workaround is creative enough. So Owl House is 9 out of 10. I'm curious why it loses a point, but okay, that's a pretty solid rating, I guess. I just wanted a cool sword, man. Eldritch horrors beyond his comprehension. Jesus Christ. and Warlock that just wanted a cool sword. Oh god, poor guy. Also the big guy in the sky really reminds me of the final boss in Titan Souls. I don't know if you played that. I finished it last night and I can't help but think of it. It's a very mind-blowing amount of lore. POV. You tried to use all of the Forgotten Realms lore for your campaign. I don't know what movie this is from. Okay, I don't know where this is from, but it really reminds me of the Stargate SG-1 episode, where the guy, what's his name, O'Neill, gets all the knowledge in the universe or whatever he does with a random artifact, and then he basically has to be saved by the Asgard, I think. Anyway, everyone has their type, right? Normal players, and me playing the same class for the 5th time in a row. Does it count as being the second type of person if the campaigns get cut short? Like, I'm not sure if I'm trying to make the same character because I just haven't gotten far enough with it, or it's just the type of character that the class that attracts me. It was 2nd session in our campaign. Did you kill all the skeletons with one spell? Sorcerer. Yes. What did it cost? The Barbarian. That's a small price to pay for salvation. Lichdom over Druidism. You became a lich for power. I became a lich to extend my human lifespan to match my elven wives. We are not the same. I don't think I'd like this setting so much. High fantasy or space sci-fi. Spelljammer. Did you just take both pills? Wouldn't also Star Wars be high fantasy and also space sci-fi? I don't know, I haven't heard of Spelljammer, but I've heard of the Star Wars RPG or TTRPG, whatever. And there's also been some stories before about it. It seems fun, I don't know. And it's in a dungeon. Do you enjoy doing math? I do not. How about live improv? Not at all. Okay, but what if there are dragons? Keep talking. This explains an uncomfortable amount about my relationship to RPGs. I don't understand why people complain about the math in D&D so much. I don't know, like, people always make memes about the math in D&D being hard. But does it ever get much more complex than just rolling dice and summing up the numbers? My player pointed out a flaw in my town guard recruitment. When a commoner signs up to be a guard. Instant Chad transformation. Nice. I mean, there's an easy fix for that. You can just say that after they sign up for the town guard, they go through training for a few months or weeks or whatever, and I think that should cover it. Will you be the meat shield to my glass cannon? Min-maxing D&D characters is only bad if you're doing it alone. You're supposed to have a buddy on the team who's min-maxed the opposite way, and you both not only survive, but thrive by mutual support. Indestructible warrior who's almost too stupid to live, and frail genius wizard with terrifying magical powers that could be killed with a sneeze. Neither would survive on their own, but are kept alive by each other's support, undying friendship, and mutual passion for arson. Could do without the passion for arson, I guess, but it is what it is, I guess. Am I right? Game Master? Nah, that's a no. Dungeon Master, yeah, that's the one. I don't... Does anyone really care about this, actually? Jesus Christ. I want to do this so badly. Idea for a campaign. Players start at level 1. Nothing else is different, except that players start out with 5000 plus health. Players can't heal hit points. Players don't know how much hit points they lose. DM only tells them that they get hit. Let paranoia and chaos reign supreme. You could try this out with, I don't know, a one shot or a few sessions, you know, limited to 100 health or something and see how it goes. Could be interesting, but also really annoying, I don't know. No need to worry. My group. What you got there? Me, the DM, with a new gargantuan dragon miniature that I finished painting. A smoothie. I'm just saying, there's a lot more fire spells than radiant ones. Light cleric flavoring versus light cleric spell list. Vampires are perfect foils for bards. DM. The vampire countess uses charm. Roll a wisdom save. Bard. Whatever, I am sure I can resist her charm. And then there's her charm. I know it was a thing before, but how is it still a thing? Wait, People actually think that D&D is a satanic cult? I thought it was a joke. The ability to manipulate reality is easier to regain than being really angry. Barbarians getting nothing on a short rest. The other martials and even the wizard, okay dude. When in doubt, destroy everything. Final boss. You can't defeat me. 17th level sorcerer. I know, but he can. The gate spell opened to Ton 618. What the f is that? Okay, it's a black hole. That's a black hole. That's the name of a black hole. PvP erupted once he put 2 and 2 together. Changeling created by a hag to replace a baby that she stole. And Hexblood who was stolen as a baby by a hag. Huh. Intriguing. Don't worry, it was officially published. That means nothing. Player. Can I bring in a spell from an early edition? DM. Sure, as long as it's not too f***ed up. The spell. Evasculate. Necromancy. Okay, level 7 Deathbound and Sorcerer Wizard. You shoot a black ray of necromantic energy from your outstretched hand, causing your foe to violently purge blood or other vital fluids through his skin. You must succeed on a ranged touch attack with the ray to strike a target. If the attack succeeds, the subject is reduced to half of its current hit points, rounded down, and stunned for 1 round. On a successful fortitude saving throw, the subject is not stunned. Jesus Christ dude, that is so brutal. Improvising for the win. My DM making an impossible encounter against war rats, which my level 3 monk can't damage, and me throwing an oil lantern, setting them on fire, which ultimately won us the encounter. Nice, always improvise, adapt, and overcome. What an entitled prick, they won't get a better healer than me. That cleric after being kicked from the table. I will never heal my party, they can do it themselves. I cast Guiding Bolt on my party member for asking for healing. I cast Inflict Wounds on the downed party member to teach him not to go down. Jesus Christ. My character is strong, but my entire party is useless. Yeah, play the game how you want, but why though? Play Calvin Ball and call it Dungeons and Dragons, or use the time and resources to actually read the DMG and Player's Handbook. An alarmingly high number of D&D quote-unquote groups, apparently, going for the red button, yeah. Based on a number of recent posts from D&D, D&D Next, and RPG horror stories. This one player in my campaign is too powerful. They do over 200 damage a turn and have plus 10 to all their rolls. Why yes, they created their character on their own and I allowed it. No, none of us have any of the D&D books. I feel like you're really asking for it at that point. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, the clown is extremely accurate in this scenario. Alright, on that note, that's gonna be it for today's video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did and subscribe for more if you haven't already. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon as well as here on YouTube. I appreciate it a lot, so thank you so much for that. Links below if you wanna check those out, as well as links to the social media, Discord server, Subreddit, emails. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.